Good morning, dear. Today we will solve exercise 16, page 109. The first step is to look well at the figure here. Let's think about the given or coded properties. Then read well the question and try to think correctly with me. Here we have MH equal to MA, IH equal to IA, AN equals to NB. How do I know that? They put the same sign on NB and NA, so I can conclude that NA equals to NB. Then we have BH perpendicular to MA and AK perpendicular to MB. Okay, these are the information given from the figure. Now observe the given figure. Pay attention that M, I, and N are collinear. These points M, I, and N. Collinear means they are points that belong to the same line. What's required to prove is that MN, the bisector of AMB. This is MN, and this is angle AMB. How to prove it? Again, this is MN, this line here. I have to prove that it's bisector of angle AMB. What do you mean bisector? It's the semi-line that divides the angle into two equal angles. So these angles should be equal. Okay, but they didn't mention the measure of this angle to talk about angles. So I have to go to properties. What do we have here? They told me that here IH is perpendicular to MA. Did you see that? They are perpendicular. And IK is perpendicular to MB. And given that IH equal to IK. So what? Since IH is perpendicular to MA and IK perpendicular to MB and IH equal to IK, all of these are given here from the figure. This means that I belongs to the bisector. It's the property that we studied before. I belongs to the bisector of A and B. And here we have that M, I, and N are collinear. They belong to the same line. So I can say that since I belongs to the bisector and M, I, and N are collinear, so that MN belongs to the bisector. MN is the bisector of angle AMB. Okay? Now, look, dear, I know that it's not easy, but by practicing one time after another, you will be good. Prove that IA equals to IB. This is IA here. I have to prove it equals to IB. I will put the same signs since here they put one dash and here two dashes. I'll write three dashes only just to see the difference. Okay, how to prove that IA equals to IB? As we said before, a point is equidistant if it belongs to the bisector, but they didn't tell me here it's a right angle. So let's think about perpendicular bisector. Can we prove that here MN is the perpendicular bisector of, I want to prove that IA equals to IB. This means that I is equidistant from A and B. Can we prove that it belongs to the perpendicular bisector? Here we have that MA equal to MB from the given. So M belongs to the perpendicular bisector of AB. Similarly, they told me that NA equals to NB. Then also N belongs to the perpendicular bisector of AB. then MN is the perpendicular bisector of AB. Okay, here we proved that this line MN is the perpendicular bisector, and we know that MI and N are collinear from the given. What do you mean by collinear? It means that they belong to the same line. Then this point I is on the line MN. So I is on the perpendicular bisector of AB. So I can conclude that I is equidistant from A and B since it belongs to the perpendicular bisector of AB, and then I can say that IA equals to IB. Okay, you have to watch this video again to write the answers on your classwork copybook. If you have any question, please contact me. Take care of yourself.